Hey guys, I've had issues to sleep for years. A really bad habit from childhood to stay till late in combination with other things such as caffeine, late sugar intake, or simply some stress. Problem solved, and in this video I'll tell you how. First of all, I want to say that I've done multiple experiments around mindfulness, no caffeine, workouts, and reading. All of them contributed to my improvements, but there was one wake-up call that changed the game. In fact, this call was a book by Matthew Walker, Why We Sleep. If you come from a technical background, don't worry, as every chapter is backed up with scientific evidence. Let's go straight to the point. This book gave me 4 lessons that fixed my problem. Number 1, the backstage system. Caffeine has an average half-life of 5 to 7 hours. For example, if we have a cup of coffee after dinner around 7:30 p.m., then by 1:30 a.m., 50% of that caffeine will be active, circulating throughout our brain. And you might think, right, but I only do decaf. But this doesn't mean non-caffeinated. So if we're trying to stay awake till late and we use coffee, then we need to get ready for nasty consequences when our liver removes the caffeine from our system. Now, I'm talking to you. I'm awake, I can see the camera, I know you are on the other side. If I go for a walk, I'll be looking around, learning and experiencing things around me, getting raw ingredients. This is called the reception state. But there are 2 key states that happen when we sleep: REM and non-REM. Non-REM is all about reflection, because we store and develop those raw ingredients of new stuff that we learn. REM is all about the integration, because we connect both raw ingredients and build a more accurate model of how the world works. Question for you: have you ever thought of drinking alcohol to sleep better? Well, alcohol is one of the most powerful killers of REM sleep, meaning less time to interconnect those raw ingredients, less time to come up with innovative ideas, and of course, less time for problem-solving skills. Oh yes, I know it's bad news. Number 2, why should we sleep? Only 70 years ago, non-REM and REM sleep concepts were discovered. This was the beginning of understanding more about how sleep helps to solidify new memories. The majority of our deep non-REM sleep is early in the night, whereas our biggest REM sleep is late in the night. Okay, let's make it simple and say there are 4 sleep stages. Stage number 1. This is the transition period between wakefulness and sleep, taking 5 to 10 minutes. Stage number 2. The body temperature drops and the heart rate begins to slow down and our brain starts to produce sleep activity or waves. This takes around 20 minutes. And then we go to stage 3, when our muscles relax, blood pressure and breathing rate drop and we enter deep sleep. All those 3 stages are part of the non-REM sleep. But the last stage is REM sleep, where our dreams take place. So in this stage number 4, our brain becomes more active, our body more relaxed and static, and we dream, and our eyes move rapidly. That's why the name REM, rapid eye movement. For me, seeing these 4 stages is like, alright, makes sense, but how is this really relevant to me? Well, for every 30 seconds I'm talking, there has been a car accident somewhere caused by people that didn't have a proper sleep. So sleepy driving is actually much bigger than alcohol and drugs driving. I think you guys will laugh about this, but sleeping too little or having bad quality sleep reduces our sperm count and also adds more deformities. I don't say this. That's scientific evidence shared by Matt Walker in this book. Oh, one last thing before I forget, that it's mentioned and supported with scientific evidence linking sleep disruption and cancer. So I don't really want to ignore sleeping anymore. Number 3, why we dream. The short answer is that dreams come from REM sleep and they give us an overnight therapy. This helps us fight overnight the painful or emotional day. In fact, it offers us some sort of resolution when waking up the following morning. Freud believed that dreams came from unconscious wishes that we didn't fulfill in real life. He thought that there was some sort of filter or a sensor within the mind. In fact, he was certain he understood how the filter worked, so he could understand the dream by decrypting and doing some reverse engineering to reveal it. This is quite interesting because in the book we can see the lack of any clear predictions from Freud's theory and why the science didn't back it up. Number 4, how we can fix this. The good news is that there's hope here. I know there are thousands of tips on the internet around this, but I'm a simple person, so I've implemented 5 real rituals to improve my sleep. The first one is a cool bedroom. It's always easier to sleep when it's colder than hotter, as this will drag our brain and body in the correct temperature direction of sleep. No lights will also help, if you're one of those guys. The second one is the alarm clock. I used to have this snooze function and it was crazy. It was like having shocks every 5 minutes till I woke up. So I turned off that and now I get up only once to minimize the repeated shock to my heart. The next one is to reduce caffeine and alcohol intake. To be honest, my issue was the coffee, not the alcohol. So I set some rules to myself, such as my last coffee after lunch and no more. The next one is no LED devices. This one is insane because I used to watch videos and read on my phone all the time in bed. I was suppressing melatonin release, which is the hormone that regulates the sleep-wake cycle. So I bought a Kindle instead and no more infinite scrolling in bed. And the final one is the rule of 20. If after 20 minutes I cannot sleep, then I go and do something else until I feel sleepy. If you like this video, you might also want to check this video over here called How One Lesson Changed My Life, which is about one technique I learned in a special seminar with Tony Robbins based on NLP. Thanks for watching and see you next time.